a reputable news organization has put out an article saying that cryptocurrency is a rotten business only because of what's going on with the good old SBF trial. Now, this company has made a reputation for itself on having integrity and being very accurate on articles that it releases to around 22 million people per month. We had the Ethereum ETF get rolled out. It wasn't a good sight. Hasn't really garnered the interest. We're going to be diving into this story very shortly. We're going to dive into Bitcoin. Bitcoin did a nice little number today. I gave you the heads up on the daily open. The last few minutes of the stream just before I leave. Got to give you a little bit of an insight into what BTC is probably going to be doing next. We saw that liquidity get swept out. Nice. Bookmap flavor. We're going to be diving into that very shortly as well. We're going to have a look at some altcoins. And these streams in the evening are about you guys. Throw me your coins. You know, I'm going to be reading the comments. I ain't going to be saying these. Please, bro. Stop that. Because I'm that guy that will read that comment. Because I think that you guys are going to put up nice things. And you get me to say these things, and then I just look stupid. That's my fault, because I've got to read the comment first before I actually read it, because there's a 20-second delay. So I've at least got 20 seconds or 10 seconds before the live actually starts. Not even that. It's just the information. You know, it's YouTube API. Anyways, good evening, gang. Let's get with the flavor. All right. So before we get into the good old price action, let me just talk to you about something. Financial Times. I've been emailing the chief editor of the Financial Times. I wanted to ask him a couple of questions about how it was possible back in the day when Apple and Goldman Sachs joined forces to offer a savings account on the idea of how were they able to provide 5% return for people that deposited money into that Apple savings account. And we had a few bits of back and forth. And then I've seen this bad boy right here. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, you know, the SBF trial is a reminder that crypto is a rotten business. When it comes from article, or should I say news companies like this, the Financial Times, you know, when you go into the newsstands in the UK, you've always got the normal tabloids, the Sun, the Daily Mirror, and then you've got the Financial Times. All right, it's a pink newspaper, like a shady pink. All right, the color of this website is exactly what the newspaper is in hard print. All right, if you're seen reading that, it's like, oh, this guy, he's down with the cash, man. He's obviously an investor. That's the forte that this company gives to people. It will be the equivalent of your Wall Street Journal in the United States, right? Or Barron's, you know, so these big heavyweights. All right. But when they put out articles like this is what people are witnessing or reading about crypto, all right? It's hard enough XRP is on trial. We make it a good thing that, yeah, we're going to win and all that stuff, right? But to the guy that wants to endorse the idea of cryptocurrency in his own mind and get friends and family involved in it, this guy is on a trial for ripping off his customers and losing $8 billion worth of people's money. They ain't going to be getting involved in that. Remember the good old grayscale hype about the Ethereum ETF? Check that bad boy out. Wow. Bitcoin's ETF, the ProShares one, that had $1 billion on its initial offering, right? It's only got 6 million. 11,700 for an ETF. Look at that. All that hype. This is an example, ladies and gentlemen, of how much impact all the bad that's happening in cryptocurrency is having on people's opinion of cryptocurrency. Maybe this ETF right here could be a pilot, a test to see if BlackRock would actually get the endorsement. Because BlackRock doesn't want to come across as looking stupid. That's one thing for sure. And we've got on Friday, their news announcements is coming out on Friday, on the good old Friday the 13th. So if they miss estimates, then we're going to have a little bit of a problem. Okay? In other news, Hamas-linked crypto accounts frozen by Israeli police with Binance's help. The report says that 190 Binance account with alleged ties to terrorist groups. So you can see what's going on, man. They're shutting everything. The water, the gas, everything. Even cryptocurrency. Locking it off. And this is tough for Binance because now it's like Binance, what? Associated with terrorist groups? Nah. Don't want Binance. Not interested in Binance anymore. People will just move. Just a lot. Just the word Binance associated with accounts frozen by Israeli police with Binance's help. Yeah, of course, Binance is going to be helping. It's not good. Again, going back into something like this, when you've seen articles, crypto's a rotten business, but Bitcoin isn't. It's crypto. All right? Sam Bankman-Fried, he just messed up the industry with the reckless behavior. All right? This is the stigmata on cryptocurrency. What, you lost $8 billion worth of people's money? Nah. I'll just stick to the normal stuff. Thank you very much. Here is the article talking about Ether futures, ETFs fizzle on US debut. Look at that, 6.6 million on Monday, attracting only a fraction of BitTo's 1 billion initial haul. That was Bitcoins. Here it is right here. ProShares Bitcoin strategy garnered on its first 2 days of trading. Okay? 1 billion. So cryptocurrency, in my opinion, cryptocurrency is dog shit. Bitcoin is something else. Look at the history. Now, look, what I've just said is how someone outside of the game of crypto who wants to get involved in crypto is going to see it. What is crypto? Sam Bankman-Fried pumps up. BitBoy Crypto comes up. All the guys in cryptocurrency, all associating with any scams or anything like that. No, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is any issues that have come up in cryptocurrency are negative. So why is the new guy going to turn around and be like, I'm going to go and check this out? But there isn't a scam for Bitcoin, is there? Like we haven't heard anything like, we've heard about Bitcoin being stolen. All right. But nothing has come up about Bitcoin, which is why Bitcoin is not cryptocurrency. Remember, it's a store of value. We already have an ETF for Bitcoin. That's why they want to bring out another ETF. All right. It's how the outsiders are going to see it. Remember, cryptocurrency adoption is something like 4% in the world. It's nothing, you know? But just imagine if cryptocurrency, or should I say, if regulation comes into play, that's going to make people feel a little bit better. But the stigma will be there. Man, they lost all that money. Luna, what happened there? FTX, what happened there? The only next thing we need now with the SEC gunning for it is Binance. That's all we need now. Binance is a big ecosystem. That's a problem in itself. You know, I get emails sometimes. I get an email of these companies that want to push coins and what have you. I myself, I'm not interested. No way. You know, it just doesn't appeal to me at all. I mentioned one coin once, and that was Shiba, only because there was a swap being released. And that's where I like my staking. And then 2 days later, it shifted 180%. Nice little call there. Since then, I retired from mentioning anything. Never shilled any coin, man. Nothing like it. Anyways. Bitcoin. Let's go back in time. We like hindsight, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? But we do hindsight in real time. Earlier on in the live stream, we were talking about the liquidity that was down below in the bookmap. They were garnering interest. Should they sweep that liquidity or not? How many of you were witnessing that madness? How many of you were in preparation for that V-shaped play? How many of you took it? I want to know. So I don't want to just stand here and be like, hey, yo, Bitcoin and all of that stuff. If it was up to me, I'd just talk charts all day. I would love to do a 24-hour stream. What we saying, gang? Shall we? Shall we arrange a 24-hour stream where I'll be having my cups of coffee, I'll be eating my food, you know, take it to the drive-through as well. Man, I'm game for it. I just want to know if you guys are down for a 24-hour stream and who is in on that 24-hour stream. I'm going to do it. I want to do it. I ain't flopping on that one. No VWAP there, bro. Anyways, so earlier on, we anticipated that Bitcoin was going to sweep that daily open. Not bad if you managed to take advantage of it, but did you understand what was going on? How this was a moment in the chart. You guys saying, do it, do it, do it. Yeah, do it, no problem. I'm going to do it. Yeah, you in. Everyone's in. All right, cool. I think we're all on that flavor then. I'm going to do a 24-hour stream. Yeah? Oh, no, what have I done? I can't. Oh, God. No, we didn't. Yeah, it wasn't a 24-hour one. It was a 16-hour stream, if I'm correct. I used to do good 12, 13-hour streams. Remember those days, guys? That was absolutely mad. You know? Nose coffee, bro. Nah, none of that stuff, man. With the guitar. Yeah, but I play Metallica songs, and if I play one thing of Metallica, then that's it. They're going to come gunning for me. Solicitors smacking at my door and what have you. Copious. I like that word. Get a babysitter for the mini market maker. She's actually with me, and she's asleep. Happy days. She would be normally awake right now, playing away on Forbidden Horizon on the PlayStation. My child plays Forbidden Horizon. For my gamers out there, you know about Aloy. Unbelievable. Anyways, so earlier on, we saw Bitcoin come back to the daily open. Projection complete, thank you very much. But it didn't stop there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just bring this up for you here. It didn't stop there. Look what they did. They swept the liquidity and then they came all the way back down. Vector candle recovery. Where did they do it? All above the key to 27,500. They went and ran for the short liquidations, built their own shorts, and yippee-ki-yay back down. Now, Bitcoin is in chop city, you know? It's in that chop city business. Up and down, not really giving us any flavor. Has Bitcoin really done anything? But don't expect much. I mean, we've had some winners today, like big winners today. Check this out. Earlier on, I shared to the Platinum members on the website the logic of NASDAQ getting ready to break up. This was my projection. It was just before the market, just literally as the market opened. I finished the live. I give them a trade setup, and I help them understand the logic of why I'm believing price is going to go to a specific zone or not. Okay? Now, we said, I need to see NASDAQ break 15,222 on the futures chart and consolidate in that zone to shift out and hit the target allocated in the image below. So this was the target. We wanted 15,433. What did we get, ladies and gentlemen? Go back into NASDAQ and we got ourselves, we only got 15,383. Okay, so I was off by at least a few dollars. Where were we? There's my target up there, that region right there. Not bad, okay, given that the signal in principle, the setup was provided inside of this zone. On what reason, Tino? Well, let me show you guys a little bit of schooling on the hybrid system and exo charts. So here was our range from this image right here that we shared earlier on. Okay, let me go back. This bad boy right here. Okay. Now, when I'm trading and I'm trading NASDAQ on the futures markets, I'm paying close attention to where they've actually taken specific zones. Then I dive into the delta and I'm always looking closer at that. Okay. But here is an example. During the open itself, NASDAQ was playing around the VWAP at the session open. Now, this is what it is right here. This was the session open, okay? Now, they were doing this behavior up and down. So we would understand it to be a bit of a rotation, okay? But the markets came back to business this week, okay? They were off for Columbus Day, and then it was all systems go today. And word on the street was that bonds were going to be the favorable thing because investors wanted to run for safety. There was one clue that was giving me insight to why NASDAQ was getting ready to pump, okay? It wasn't just the fact that we're seeing deltas coming into play. I mean, look at this smackdown right here. Minus 19% on the delta, minus 25% of the delta, all right? We had divergence coming into play in a few candles before that. And then we saw 15% on the delta where price came up aggressively and swept back into the VWAP. Okay? So this area right here was my point of interest, which made me believe that NASDAQ was going to make the rise, the retrace, the continuation, and sweep the liquidity at the top side of the range right here. Now, in terms of the order book itself, we were in the value area highs. Sorry, we were coming down away from the value area lows on the order book, which is this depth of market thing right here. All right? We go back into it, and you can see that NASDAQ effectively came away from this zone. But in this area here, what got my attention was this Tesla. Tesla went on a mad one. I saw on the 1 hour time frame, Tesla was doing numbers. And it was this candlestick right here. Not this one. Where was it? At the open, half past, this one here. This candlestick, it became a vector candle. I saw it, I was like, Tesla's pumping, man. It's going back to clear off the previous gap over here and go into the red vector candle region, as you can see right there. Happy days, right? When you see Tesla making moves like that, but then the market itself wasn't corresponding to it like it was doing over here, that's a clue. Why? Because look at Tesla, man. What's the market cap for Tesla, ladies and gentlemen? Look at it. $836 billion market cap. A car manufacturer. Electric. When money's coming into this bad boy, usually it follows suit with other stocks across the board. Nvidia followed suit, right? GameStop followed suit. Apple didn't really follow suit. Neither did Google. Intel followed suit. Heavyweights, they followed. Because that's the effect of the stock market. When you've got big money going into a big stock, right? Usually creates that reaction. And then NASDAQ decides to play that flavor and then follow through and make the move up. We missed it, but I know the guys smashed it in there. It didn't stop there, ladies and gentlemen. Check Euro. Now, this is what I want to show you guys. I shared this setup as well on Euro. My trade setups are all about getting you to understand what price is going to do before it gets to the target zone. Okay? I have a couple of regions right here. Got the day's target. I had the top side target, which in principle is a stop run, and I go in to explain it. But let me explain something to you. I hope you can see this. Check this out. Inside this area here was when Euro in the Asian session made the move up on the green vector candle, and I anticipated that Euro was going to come back down, find support in the midpoint of the vector, and of course, in and around the psychological region. I had said that if they break the daily open, they will flush to the downside, because then that would mean dollar dominance came back into play, right? Go back into Euro and we can see what happened. So, where was that 1 hour? Here it is. You see that there? They came back and tested the psychological high, right? Now, in the actual writing, the article itself, I go on to talk about Euro is showing promise of a finishing higher in today's session. If Euro can maintain its price action above the Asian session high, any attempt back into the Asian session high at 15, whatever it was, I would expect continuations from this range. At the point of the post, I said, taking along now may be immature or premature. Wait for a bit more of a retrace, 50% of the vector, which takes us towards this point right here. They had come back and swept the vector candle. In the same token, I had mentioned that you've got to wait for vectors to appear to sustain the idea that they're getting ready to move up. Go into the smaller time frames. Do you see the vectors appearing on this climb to the upside? Okay. What do you get? Price comes down, green vector, push up, comes down, green vector, blue, green vector. This is what you're looking for. Now they're giving us the clue that they could be getting ready to move higher because they're leaving vector candles behind. Look at this red vector zone. We want to see Euro clear that range. Now, Euro's going to reset in the next 10 minutes. So the spreads are going to widen, and they're trading towards the range daily high. So keep that in mind. Give Tino your crypto, you people, before I liquidate you. That's a bit harsh, bro. Why would you say that? Why would you say that, bro? Anyways, so yeah, that's what the Platinum members get on the website. Go check that bad boy out if you want those sort of daily trade setups. Gave him a nice one yesterday on gold. What was gold saying? Yeah, I actually gave gold. I gave everyone gold, actually. Let me just go back into it. Where was it? I told you guys about gold yesterday, didn't I? Yes, I did. 10-year notes. And then gold. I don't remember. When was it? There we go. I had the gold one. No, that was the yesterday stream. Yeah, that was yesterday's setup. Yeah, gold to make the move up. Anyways, yeah, that's just... All right, forget that. Anyways, cool. So this is where we are with gold, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Gold is still consolidating, but why are they now calming things down? Tomorrow we got data. We got the core PPI data, changing price of finished goods and services sold by producers, excluding food and energy. All right. They're projecting 0.2. All right. If it comes in higher, problem, big problem. All right. Now, this is not what I'm really interested in. Okay. I'm interested in what the CPI data is going to be. And core is what the Federal Reserve looks at. Core CPI. They're saying that it's going to come up. Okay. So let's put 2 and 2 together and assume that they are actually preparing price for a drop. Let's look at Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin on the higher time frame. Let's go to the 15-hour chart. Okay. That's where we are. The logic says that if Bitcoin is going to sustain this move higher, right? We want to see rise, retrace, continuation. Moving averages are flat. There's nothing there for us. Okay, I've got no reason to effectively make a choice. Now, the guys that will do DCA might look at this and say, now listen, if you are doing DCA game and you are a holder as such, just come away from the idea of holding for 5 minutes, right? Still be that person. But if you're buying Bitcoin here with the idea that you think it's going to go higher from this point, when it goes higher, just take something. Because this is what a market is, okay? It's a bear market. It moves up to come down. We look on the higher time frames, we see it's bright as day. That's what we've got, okay? Now, the only way that we can genuinely assume that Bitcoin may be getting ready to move higher, we need to clear this range that we've got right here. That's the 31 zone. That's the resistance that we've got on Bitcoin. It's a psychological area. Comes up to 30, drops. Comes up to 30 again, drops. Could this be the move that sends Bitcoin up towards 30? Because if Bitcoin can get above 30, then we're going to have a good chance of going even higher. Maybe smack that vector candle at the 35 region right there. This is a longer term play. Look, this is not from now. Bitcoin could come all the way back down again, test this green vector candle region right here before it tries to go back up to 35. You just don't know, okay? But I'll be frank with you. Given with what's going on around the world, okay, with Israel and all these wars and all that, Bitcoin's doing pretty damn good. I mean, if we just go into the dollar dominance, dollar is still holding out, okay? Loading up on the dollar. So you want to be mindful of that. And of course, pay attention to the bonds, because the bonds managed to come up today, which they did a little bit of a good thing trying to work their way up. But man, there's a lot of work for the bonds to do to start moving higher. All right? Cool. Chat, where you at? Here we go. Nothing pumps harder than oh, okay. Than a filed. Then a fled. What's that? Then a field, head and... Okay. I don't know. Rotten. Yes. Okay. Okay then, fine. Right. So, altcoins. Here we go. What's going on in the altcoin story? Now, I'm seeing a lot of volume coming in on Ethereum. Lots of volume coming in, but it's still marginal. 10 million, 71, 10, 11 on spot. A little spot volume. 75, 82, and 93 on the futures markets. Not very good there for Ethereum. I think that's only on the back of this bad boy right here with Ethereum's ETF news. It's not really brought any interest, which is a problem because people would have traded that they would have brought into Ethereum on the idea that the ETF was getting released. So that might be a little bit of a problem for Ethereum moving forward. Let's go into Ethereum right now. It's taken an absolute nosedive, to be fair. And it's just spiked lower to only come back down. Took advantage of that V-shaped play, I'm guessing you guys did. Okay, cool. Now they've worked their way down again. We got 1490 is what I'm expecting from Ethereum in the longer term, 1454. Why? Because I look left and I've got a handsome vector candle down at the lows. And I've got these two zones right here that you want to be paying attention to. All right, so any of you loading up on Ethereum, 1490, 1454 is the next spot of liquidity for me in that respect. Oil futures. Let's have a look at the good old oil. Where's that bad boy? Here we go. So oil's still done good. It's maintaining its stance. We've got the rise, the retrace. Let's go into that. Hold on a second. There we are. So oil is, this is a problem, right? Oil has still held the gap, and they're holding oil. Futures traders are holding oil because they're waiting for the CPI data. All right, that's the thing. They'll hold this gap until the data comes out. That's what I think is going to happen. Ethereum, no, USD CAD. Let's have a look at USD CAD on that back. Yeah, USD CAD's come back into the vector candle region. It's now consolidated inside of this zone right here. So it's really a make or break point, which tells me that dollar might actually experience a bit of a sell-off and oil is going to shoot up because I got vectors right here that are causing a bit of a problem. This is the last area of support that I would expect them to try and sweep at some point. So keep an eye out on that region, okay? No worries, Bosch. Bosch Bashkin. Nice. Thank you very much, my bro. Okay, then. What else we got? Let's just have a look at some exotics. What have we got? Euro Aussie. Okay. Now, Euro Aussie is a bit of a tricky pair. Okay. So far, it's consolidating nicely in this area here. I've got 2 points that I'm very interested in. You really want to be paying attention to the dollar yen. Look, holding out. This is a pain in the backside, man. If you're trading dollar yen, there are days, or swing trading it, there are days when it just does nothing like this. Okay. And we're waiting for dollar yen 150. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Because the Chinese are already stepping up with their stimulus. Japanese yen's going to step in and be like, okay, we need to do something with dollar yen at 150. So that's what I'm looking at. What's the site that shows the liquidity? That is the high block, ladies and gentlemen. Now, look, at 26,950, we've got $3.9 billion worth of long liquidations. And look, they have narrowly missed it, man. Look at that. Missing that zone. So close. This is why Asia's a bit of a pain in the backside as well. Got to be careful with Asia because Asia might pull a dirty one today. Going closer into Bitcoin's price action. Let's get up close and personal. Why am I talking about this like that? What is this guy saying? Oh, no. Okay. So it appears that the limit buys, even though there's no imbalance in the chart, it seems as though that there's no interest. Well, now we've got limit sales coming in at 12%, minus 12%. So the VWAP is right there. But the bookmap is showing a ton load of long limits sat in this area. 27,000, we've got 1,100 Bitcoin orders. Below that, you've got 719 Bitcoin orders at the 27,000 zone. So we're just nearly shy of, just roughly around 3,000 Bitcoin orders between 27,250 and 27,000. Let's just put two and two together here. At any instance, if price works its way down to this area, we would expect, again, what we said earlier on in the live stream. We would expect a stop run lower, reversal back up, okay? They did it earlier on in the live, just after the live finished. We expected the V-shaped play. They advertised the liquidity for us. They are committed in that zone. When we zoom out a little bit, do we have liquidity elsewhere? 26,000, you've got a bit of liquidity down there. But just look at the scope of the actual book map itself. Look, you had orders up here that were cancelled. They weren't interested to sell from that point. So we don't know if those guys are going to step back in again. Although we got 623 Bitcoin orders at just 28,395. We go down a bit and we've got 545 Bitcoin orders at 28,000. Okay. But look at this. This is what you call support. But it's only support until they sweep the liquidity and bring it back up again. All right. if price continues up from this point, we'd have to pay attention. So anybody that uses Bookmap, okay, just make sure you're paying attention to the orders that are being placed and cancelled. And the way you see that is, can you see there's like a dark line right here? Those are orders being cancelled. Pay attention to that because we're not seeing any cancelled orders inside of this zone just yet. If I zoom in, you can see, look, no orders are being cancelled yet. So they could be spoofed. So keep an eye out on that bad boy, okay? What else have you got? We're in sneaky mode now. Kraken, what's this? 10,000 Bitcoin for sale. What's this guy saying? What else do you want me to look at, guys? This is your stream tonight, guys. You know? You're having, Sunshine Girl, you're having a nice cup of tea here in London tonight. Mad love to my guys in London. Yes, you could make me one with a biscuit. I'm not down with the biscuits. But yeah, I love a cup of tea. I don't mind a cup of char. I'm not a biscuit guy. Nah. That just wrecks the tea. Why would you want to create that havoc in the cup of tea? I like chai. In Greek, we call it chai. All right? Muskogathkia. Like, that's cinnamon and the cloves. That's a proper cup of tea, bruv. You know? Look at Bitcoin on the 5-minute chart. What do you want me to look at with Bitcoin on the 5-minute chart? Okay. What do you see? Come on. Enough. I'm done projecting. Done. You guys project. You tell me now what to look at and tell me what you think's going to happen, and I'll give you the yay or the nay. I'll give you the hey, yeah. I'll be like, okay, I'll give you this. I think let me go first. I'll go first. Bitcoin up from this point, okay? Now, it might not last very long. Your turn. I'm going to say this target. Let's have a bit of fun. 27,436. And I'm purposely making it that just so that you don't take any trades on that because that's just being reckless. We're having a bit of fun here right now, ladies and gentlemen. Please. Okay, what have you got? Theta. Let's have a look at Theta. USDT. I don't like these assets that have this wild print, electrocardiogram madness. Look at these. Come on. All right. Sideways. Pain in the back trading Theta, man. That is horrible. No disrespect to you, my brother. It's a very lightly traded asset. I don't like the way it prints the candles. What have we got here? Here we go. Here we go. It's going to dump. It's going to dump more. No more pump for a while. I see the 50 EMA smack retrace to the wick. Bitcoin to 19K by now. What else you got? 27.7. All right. When is the meeting coming? I'm still for it. Yeah, we're going to do the meeting. We're going to do the Traders Reality Tour, ladies and gentlemen. So I've got a 24-hour stream to organize. I've got a cruise that needs to be sorted out. More importantly, we're going to be doing the tour of Traders Reality. So we're going to be going over to the United States. We're going to start off with Florida, and then we're going to just travel from there. Probably stay out there for about 3-4 weeks. Depends on how long we decide to stay out there for. If I've got my daughter with me, then I'll stay there all day, every day. Anyways, that's another story. Cool. Castor. Castor or Casper? You want Castor? What's Castor? Castor USDT. Castor USD. Castor. Bit of a sore altcoin right now. Yeah. 0.012. That's what I'm expecting. It's the only next logical spot for it. The quick sweep of liquidity to the upside back down again just tells me that was just a stop run to come back down. That's what I expect. Casper, the friendly ghost. Casper. Casper. Where is it? I had it. USDT. Kaz, yeah, let's do Mexi. Oh, there's your projection. We spoke about it yesterday. I actually spoke about it yesterday. So anyone that took that, you would have seen a nice little drop down to that vector zone with the potential of it coming into 0.04. Happy days. What else you got, guys? Got to come to North Carolina. I'll cook, homie. I'll bring the little market maker. My kids welcome. Yep. Okay. TR barbecue blowout, homie. That's all good. 9-inch wick steaks. I like steaks. Okay, cool. Done. I'm down for it. I think what we need to do is this. All the guys in the Discord, for anyone that participates in certain channels in the Discord, all right, you guys got to hold a party somewhere. So, general chat, you got to hold a party. I'll turn up. Show me what you got. Got platinum chat. You do the same thing. Okay? Hybrid system TA. All right? Then the moderators chat. Then the help desk. Conferences would be a very interesting party. That would be a very interesting party. I'm down for that. Anyone that's been in conferences. That's so bad. Listen, we mean well. When people go into conferences, we literally try and maintain some law and order in the Discord. Some people don't like certain things being said by other people, but it's not our fault. You just gotta... People got a problem with opinion, ladies and gentlemen. This is the problem. People have a problem with someone having a problem, okay? And then they have a problem with someone's opinion about a problem. It's like nowadays, it's, God, you've got an opinion. How alien are you? What? No, you can't say that. Oh, Bitcoin to 8K. Oh, no, bro. You can't say that. I've said it. You know? My opinion, my view on what I think could happen. Didn't say it was going to happen the next day, but it's my outlook. Anybody read Ray Dalio, Changing World Order? Go check that out, okay? Because the one thing that's happening is human nature doesn't change, right? Every time they print, everything goes up. We're only going into the next printing phase. So we need one little smack to the downside, and then up we go. Because the printer's getting put on, okay? High interest rates, going to be great for the economy. All right, cool, we expect that, cool. But it's an opinion. With all what's going on around the world, it's everyone's opinion. You can't say this, don't say that. Who said this, who said that? Bitcoin can't go to that point because it's X, Y, and Z. It's all BS, if I'm honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. You want to say something, you say it. All right? If there's consequences, never mind. We'll get back to that another day. Anyway, what else have we got? Bitcoin over crypto, but how do you feel about blockchain tech like algo? Right, listen, that's what I've said before. Bitcoin is not crypto. Crypto technology. Because in the same article, ladies and gentlemen, all right, even though it's crypto is a rotten business, okay, in the same article, it did say that cryptocurrency as a business does provide benefit, okay? It does. There's clearly a benefit with it. Someone just threw out Fetch AI. Fetch AI is awesome. AI is an awesome technology, all right? This is about giving companies leverage on existing stock, right? So check this out. Fetch AI has this technology which allows wholesalers to use any stock that is outstanding in their warehouses or whatever, put it onto the blockchain and effectively use it as a hedge to cover themselves if they're seeing a downturn, all right? The mechanics of it are really complicated, but the gist of it is it gives wholesalers the opportunity to turn any stock that they've got, whether it's beef, lamb, or whatever stock it is that they have as a company, and put it into the blockchain, use that smart contract to go elsewhere and sell it, all right? And then buy someone else's just to effectively hedge themselves if there's a downturn in the cost of beef, or there's a problem, there's an infection or a disease or salmonella for eggs and all of that stuff. But Fetch AI does that. It's a very interesting asset. Very interesting. Okay. What else? Can you talk more about the trade size divergence dots in exo charts? You mentioned them in the live this morning. Would like to hear more, please. Yes, sir. All right. What you got? You see these little dots right here? These little dots are effectively contracts that have been negotiated, orders that have been negotiated outside of the book, okay? So you've got Steve or someone comes along and says, listen to CME or someone and says to the clearinghouse, I got 5 million here. Can you just get rid of it, please? No worries. Wait for volatility to come in. Bink. There you go. Let's get it filled for you. Happy days. All right? We would look at that and think that's a liquidation. But no, this is a specific type of order that has been negotiated off the books. I'll show you exactly what it says. Where is my settings? Chart settings. Block. Where is it? Here we go. It's a CME block trade. right? Privately negotiated trade off the books. Privately negotiated trade off the books. Talk about transparency. It's a privately negotiated trade right there. Funnily enough, you can tell when you see these sort of things happening that they are offloading something. So you can see, look at this move with NASDAQ to the upside, okay? Look at all this selling, privately negotiated trades off the books, okay? And then from that point, it comes back down. So today they were selling into retail, privately negotiated terms, contracts, selling as it's going up. CPI data coming out. One of them ones. What about XRP recovering the 38 cents liquidity pool and testing the weekly support for the third time after bull run starts? Opinions. $0.38, yeah? 38 cents liquidity pool would mean you're talking about this range right here. Okay. Had that range effectively covered. The thing is, who says that price has to go down for the bull run? Could go down during a bull run. You know? Could be the deepest accumulation within a bull run. That's sometimes what you get. Very rare, though. But XRP's done nothing but just sit sideways for quite some time. We go to the daily. It's sometimes a tricky asset to trade. As an altcoin that gets listed on PancakeSwap, it does this behavior. Very prone to news. Very difficult to exploit at best of times. That's why you don't really see many people trading it. Okay? But you can see it. The volatility is zilch. I trade cautiously with XRP. Very tricky asset. It just throws things about, but it's the only next pool of liquidity on my site. I had it at 40 cents, 38 fair and square. Okay, 37. But big accumulation. That's what XRP is about. If it's going to be this next thing about, you know, the future of money, then okay. XRP to $589. Let's be realistic, man. I can believe a Bitcoin to 220,000. I can believe that because there's a lot more happening with Bitcoin. I mean, XRP, am I going to shoot myself in the foot now? Is the XRP army going to attack? But we got the pattern watchers, man. Come with that. Why is the macroeconomics so important to you when you are scalping? Because you're effectively trying to work out at what point are investors thinking, shit, it needs to go up. Oh, no, I need to hedge myself. Oh, no, I need to protect myself. Oh, we're coming into the close of an hour. Oh, what's going on? Market is open in the New York session. Futures markets are going to be responding to the news announcements. How well is that impact going to have on the certain asset that you're trading? Macroeconomically speaking, you have to follow it because it's relevant now. In a bull market, it doesn't matter because everyone's just buying, okay? But just look at the environment we're in right now, okay? You can already see that your day's already set when the dollar is going up or down. Dollar strength is coming in. Bonds are down. If they're not buying the bonds and you don't pay attention to the macros of the bonds, then why are you going to be justified scalping longs to the upside in any chosen asset? You're going to keep on fighting it. It helps you understand the flow of money. Don't blindly trade purely off a technical standpoint. You've got to think of the retail trader's psychology, the investor's psychology, the hedge fund manager's psychology, okay? Remember, hedge fund managers right now are kicking up and getting on with the equity. They're hedging themselves. They're protecting themselves. That's why gold is moving up, because they're closing off that hedge. That's why gold has been dropping down, okay? And then everything's up, but gold was dropping. That's the hedge. Okay. Yes, I am online. This is true. Okay. XRP will go to 9 cents. Oof. XRP is a stable coin. No worries, Sunshine Girl. That's all good. All right. Anything else, ladies and gentlemen? Listen, anyone is new to the channel, pass him through. Make sure you try out the course. It's free. There's a paid one for scalping. And then there's one free of charge. Gets you to understand the hybrid system. Everything you need to know. Go and check it out. All the stuff that we talk about. Okay? Tradersreality.com. And you want to become a member and get trade setups, let me know. You don't let me know, but go onto the website and become a member right there. Pedro, what's happening? What do you want, Pedro? Is that just a tip? Mad love for you, my man. 55 cents more, 55p more will get me a coffee, bro. A coffee that I like. You know? I'm joking. Bitcoin levels, bro. All right, cool. Let's have a look. Bitcoin levels. Thank you, man. And thank you to anyone that has taken that course, man. I'm getting some super feedback from you all. It's fire. Thank you so much. Bitcoin levels. Bitcoin levels. Bitcoin levels. Did it take it? Did Bitcoin take that little move to the upside? Hold on, did it? Come on. Tell me it did it. Oh, no, I deleted it. Damn. It actually did. Why are psychological levels so accurate? You just answered the question. You just answered it. Psychological levels. They are the first high and the first low that's formed at the start of every trading day. So important. All right? Not every day, but at the start of every trading week, sorry. The first high and the first low, right? That sets the range. When you've got a range, you understand what that range is about and who operates within that range. On a Sunday night and a Saturday night, there's no one in Wall Street, bruv. Those markets are closed. Cryptocurrency continues, I understand that. But in the Forex world, when the markets open on the Sunday, the only markets that are, or the people that are trading are in Sydney, and then the Hong Kong session's not even open then. The first high and the first low that is sets the precedence for the range. Okay? That tells us where market makers favoring highs or lows. Is he going to sweep up to come down? Is he going to sweep down to come up? Or is he going to sweep up to come down to go up? That's trading, ladies and gentlemen. All right? But the psychological levels are impressionable points in the chart for the market maker because it means something to them in that zone or the algorithm. They work on time. They work on how many orders have they got committed inside of that zone. And they will use those levels every day of the week to bounce above them, below them, above them. Just look, go back into Bitcoin psychological levels. Look, yeah, look at that. Ain't no one else anywhere drawing the psychological levels or not even taking the first high and the first low that's formed at the start of a week. Okay, psychological levels and basing their trading off that. If you can see, they can't get above this 50 EMA or the psychological level. But traders would look at that as a 50 EMA. Traders were getting trapped here on the green vector candle, making prices believe, or should I say, making retail traders believe that there's support at the 50 EMA. The and this here would be where I say to you, focus on the first green vector candle that appears above the 50 EMA. This is not a valid setup. Why? Because you haven't come from a move up or a move down. Moving average is flat. You've already had this green vector candle here, spiking up, spiking down. You've got this red vector candle region right here, which they couldn't even actually clear. So when you look closer, you can see that that green vector candle came into play and went nowhere. That was a trap. Then you look at the psychological level right here and you say, hold on a second, bruv. You can't even get and hold above that point? Well, I'm going to place my short in this area here and set my stop outside of the psychological range. And that's the importance of that. Go into the hybrid system settings on TradingView and go all the way to the bottom and you'll be able to put historical psychological levels. Just study those levels, ladies and gentlemen, and you'll have yourself a very, very easy way of trading the hybrid system. Trust me. All right? Cool. Make sure you tune into tomorrow's live stream, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit more flavor for you coming in the New York live. Thank you so much. Mad love and respect. Peace.